Stop scrolling if you want to crush social media. Here's the deal. Social media is evolving faster than ever, and creators and businesses who don't adapt are falling behind. I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 top trends you need to know, but first let me ask you something. Have you ever felt your content's getting ignored? Even though you're putting in the reps, you're putting in the work. Look, it's not you, it's the platform, it's the audiences, algorithms which change all the time. People's preferences and the type of content formats they prefer just change. But here's the good news. With the right strategies, you can turn it around. Make sure you watch this video to the very end, otherwise you might miss out on the missing piece. First up, attention spans are shrinking. Now picture this, you're scrolling on Instagram or TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and within a second, you decided to swipe away. That's not just you. Recent studies from Facebook Meta have shown the average person takes 1.2 seconds to decide if they're going to watch the content or not, or skip it. Meaning you don't have 3 seconds anymore. You literally have a second to stop the scroll. People give 1.2 seconds to decide if your content is worth their time. This means if your first frame doesn't grab attention, your video is already dead in the water. So this is how you're going to stop this from happening again, and how to win with your first second. First of all, start with a visual hook. Use bold, eye-catching visuals like sudden movements or unique transitions or something that catches their attention. To help with this, imagine the viewer's reaction to something unexpected. That's your hook. There's also other types of visual hooks, sitting down on a chair, me even spinning this pen, putting lip balm on, and I'm sure you've seen this from your favorite creators already. Then we have transitional hooks, which are going mega viral at the moment. Then we have text overlays. So this is a text you're also going to put on the screen. And I recommend you to add bold, curiosity-driven phases. For example, I could put on one of my videos, this secret changed everything. It helps pull people in. We also need to start using more sound effects. Pair those visuals and transitions with engaging sounds, like whoosh, something sharp like a pop or whoosh to jolt attention. Now I've got plenty of ready to use templates of all of these, plus even more for you to use and download. So if these interest you, make sure you check out the helpful resources after this video, which I've put in the caption. Now this is one thing you can do easily, which will help you dramatically change your views, especially if you're stuck under 300. And it reminds me of one time I spent ages making what I thought was the perfect video, but it just simply flopped. And that was because I wasn't engaging enough the hook. And after looking at a lot of some of my other flopped videos, I realized that my hooks were not good enough. Also, they were just too weak, or I wasn't grabbing enough attention in the frame. By adding better hooks, my views quadrupled. The next trend is the return of long form content. Short form content isn't enough anymore. Platforms like TikTok and YouTube are extending video lengths. YouTube has introduced 3-minute YouTube Shorts, for example. The average video on TikTok now is between 90 seconds to 3 minutes. And YouTube is even growing as a streaming platform, as a lot more people now are watching YouTube on their TVs and has overtaken Netflix. And this is something YouTube is really working on now, so that people who are consuming YouTube on their TVs, they get a better streaming experience. Why the big shift? People are just craving deeper connections. They're tired of fluff, basically, and they actually just want substance. That and probably the huge cost of living. So how can you create long form content that wins? Tell a story, for starters. Build videos with structure, hook, build up, climax, resolution. Take viewers on a journey and hint in the beginning what value they're gonna get or what you're gonna deliver until they watch it to the very end. You could also batch make it. So record long form pieces of content and break it into short clips. Then you can post these across multiple social media platforms. It's like creating a mini series from one session. And I also want you to think TV friendly, as streaming is becoming a massive thing now. Make sure the quality of your videos and your visuals are sharp enough that people will be able to view them on bigger screens. So you need to start thinking about that more when you're creating your content. The next trend is communities are now taking over. Remember when everyone was chasing virality? Well, everyone's realized now it's actually a lot harder than people claim. And a lot of people have also realized if you go viral, it doesn't really change anything. It doesn't really get you paid anymore unless you have the right strategy. And there can also be a lot of negatives with it as well. Now it's about going deep, not wide. And what I mean that is by small tight groups, inner circles. And these are driving engagement. Now if your content's too generic, you're speaking to everyone. And if you're speaking to everyone, you're actually appealing to no one. So how are you going to tap into these communities? First of all, get more specific. Focus on one problem or theme your audience faces. So for example, instead of marketing tips, try Instagram growth strategies for small businesses. If you're a gaming channel, instead of doing multiple games, start focusing on one game. Spark conversations. Use polls in the community tab or the stories feature. Start creating more creative content like this or that games, or even meme style content or meme style marketing content to create DM worthy material. And if you're not happy posting meme style content on your main feed, even though it's very shareable and relatable, then just create it for your stories. Make it different. That's where your super fans will hang out with you anyway. Also encourage sharing. Share inside jokes. Create certain words you use just for your followers, so only they will know and understand, creating curiosity, making people want to be part of it. And if you do that, your followers will love it and they'll share it. And engage more with your followers by getting to know them by using the community tabs, such as on YouTube, and the live features on your social media platform. You could even host lives just for your followers. The next trend is AI is changing the game. There's a social media account called MPminds. The video next to me generated by AI actually made me cry. And it's about a cat which shares everyday struggles, which creates a really deep connection regarding storytelling. Now, because the barrier of entry to create AI content is getting easier, this means more businesses and creators are going to start making it, getting introduced to it. And because of this, that means the competition now is going to be higher than ever to make good quality content that stops the scroll, gets people following you, and engages with your content. Especially as it's that easy now to make something like this by putting in like a certain prompt. This combined with emotional deep storytelling is a lethal combination. The creators who can use AI wisely are going to be the ones that are going to stand out and be ahead of the curve. So use it to your advantage to help you speed up the content creation process. Use ChatGPT, for example, to help you with script ideas. I've done plenty of videos on this subject to help you. AI can also help you polish your videos with audios, captions, animations, or even background music. And there's also a lot of stunning new software now out there where you can make stunning quality AI videos just by using text prompts or putting in images, and then it creates the video for you. Plus other websites that can help you with your storytelling scripts. I've done a video on that also regarding faceless channels. Once again, make sure you watch these videos after you finish this video, because you don't want to miss out on the last trend. But regardless if you use AI or not, make sure if you do use it to level up, make sure you add your personal touch or personality in it. Make it unique, make it have a theme, make it have substance, make people feel something personal to you. The next trend is to over deliver on value. Here's the hard truth. Mediocre content doesn't just cut it anymore. In the past, people would give little hints or little clues, then you'd have to watch like 1,000 videos before you actually got some information. Now, the best creators are just giving all the value all once. You want people to basically either follow you or engage with you or check out your profile. And if you're given something in your video which is not that much value, then they're either gonna skip past or they're not going to watch. But these days, as the competition is harder than ever before and people are really picky and selective who they're going to follow or let alone engage with, let alone give you at least 1.2 seconds, then your content has got to be worth at least $5 for them to do so. People have got to gain something from your content. People have got to gain something from you. Otherwise, they're not going to stick around. So the bar for value is higher than ever. So how are you going to over-deliver value without overworking? Make it actionable. So if you're in education, share tips your followers can implement immediately. Think to yourself, do it now for better results tomorrow. Create templates, guides, checklists, swipe files. Make your audience feel like they're having a shortcut to success. And make content which is just visually engaging, pleasing, makes people feel something. It has substance. Value doesn't have to be always like you're giving a tip or advice. It could just make someone feel in a better position than they were before they consumed your content. So either visually engaging, it made them feel something, it made them react to it, made them think differently, it changed their perspective, it motivated them, it inspired them, it made them more happy, it made them pumped up. And you've probably heard this time and time again, but make sure you show up regularly, so be consistent with your posting. Show up regularly with your value content to build trust over time. So if people keep seeing you and seeing you and seeing you, and they're not following you, they'll start paying attention to you. Sometimes it would take longer than you think, but you've got to build up that trust first. Now, the bottom line is the social media landscape is changing rapidly every day, but creators who stay ahead of these trends will dominate. Start small, implement one new strategy at a time, focus more on storytelling, longer form content, and always prioritize quality. If you're ready to level up your game and move forward with this, so you're ahead of the curve, check out and use the helpful resources I have made just for you that I've put in the description. Got me? Any questions you have about these subjects in the comments, make sure you drop me a follow if you're not done so already. Found the information in this video helpful, and I'll see you on the next one.